It's Monday and welcome. Whew. It is a cray kind of week this week and welcome. Welcome to the crazy. My name is Mary Jane Tracy, psychic medium, spiritual love of life coach. On a little bit kind of I don't know, I'm on when I get on, I guess. That's the way it goes. So, welcome everybody and come on in. I want to go over the sun signs horoscope. There, sun signs. There we go. Yes, I want to go over the horoscopes and hopefully everybody got their notification. I know I saw the notification for Facebook. Just just see if that. Yeah, okay. I just got that I am live. Just checking all around everybody, making sure that sometimes getting the notifications. There we go. Yeah. Okay. There we are. Okay. Well, let me go through and I'm going to go through. Well, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go through and whoever comes in and joins. And when they join. So today is August 23rd and we're going to go through each of the sun sign horoscopes. And I know this week is kind of a crazy week and a little bit of sensitivity. So what I'm going to do is for each of the signs, we're going to start off with Aries. Then I'm going to just draw a tarot card and look at the energies that are coming in for you. And I'm going to draw a Universe Has My Back card also. So we're going to do that also. So let's see. Let's go through this. So Aries. Now I did post some stuff up on my Facebook page. So we start off with Aries and a couple of things just going over my notes. So we got a Mercury Pluto trine for you. And it shows you're triumphing over some troubles. So there might be some troubles in the water. So what kind of water troubles are there for you, Aries? And I think with all of we're moving out of that fire energy, so out of the fire trine into air, into water and earth. So having that coming in, and then the moon will be entering your sign in a couple of days. So you really have to watch your thoughts because your thoughts become things. And the tarot card that I'm pulling for you is so I got the prosperity card. So there's prosperity and abundance for there. But the thing is about the 9 of Pentacles, it's like there's still things that need to be tended. It's not you have your garden and you don't go out there and you tend it. So if there's something there that's growing, make sure that you're fertilizing, taking care of it, watering your garden, weeding it, because you're in a week that can really help you to overcome a lot of the problems and stuff that you might have been facing. And with the Universe Has Your Back card, the card that comes in for you is in any moment you can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer and contemplation and stillness. So you know at any time you can just surrender and say, okay, I just need a break, allowing yourself that time, allowing yourself honoring yourself. So knowing that you'll get signals will come in. You just have to listen for them. Okay. So just listen for the signals, my little Aries, and things are opening up for you. It's not too bad. I mean, that Virgo energy is really going to get you to get a little bit more discipline and follow through energy. So that's a good thing. It's always a good thing. So let's move on to my lovely Tauruses. Taurus. So you have that Venus Saturn trine. But the thing is for you, Taurians, we have a Uranus retrograde there. So your ground may feel unstable. So things might be a little shaky for you this week and feeling that shaky. And you're going to be finding that balance. Finding that balance is going to be important. And where I feel like there's some stuff going to be dug up. So some of you Tauruses are going to have some information energies that are dug up, because that's what Uranus is doing. It's digging things up. There's also that Venus Saturn trine that's going on. And of course, you know that Uranus trining or squaring Saturn is there with you throughout this year. But I feel like it could cause a little bit of issues there. So be careful and make sure that whatever concerns that you have, you can put aside. Now, there is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords comes through, but she's reversed. So information that you're receiving, you may not be hearing it. You may not be hearing it. That's what I'm getting. You're not hearing the information, or you're being very stubborn. You're being very bullheaded about the information coming in for you and putting it to side. So there's something there that's coming in for you, but you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear the information. I mean, this is the Queen of I don't give a fuck. Like she doesn't give a fuck. She's Queen of Air. She's gonna say this is what she wants to do. She's gonna go ahead and do it, right? And this is where Venus opposite you. I mean, Libra is opposite and Venus is in there. You also have Chiron. Chiron is retrograde. So you're going through a lot of healing and looking at the things that you need to heal with that energy at this time. And you got to thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of my fear. So fear is coming in with that this week. And so it's about you to expand your perception so that you can see what is of the highest good for you. So take a look around. Information is there, but maybe it's not the way that you want to hear it this week. So honor yourself with that. Let's go on to little Gemini. Gemini. So this week I put that it's a funny thing that about crushing disappointment is that they are not so bad when they actually happen. So we have for you what's going on there, Geminis? Ooh. So Geminis, we got the Justice reversed. So I'm going in with, because Venus is in Libra. Mercury's in Virgo. Mercury is looking around, and for you, it's like you're looking at the answers. There's questions that are coming up for you. And Mercury is opposite in Virgo, opposite Neptune. And for you, it's this clarity. So there's this opposition. He's home in Virgo, but he's also your ruler, but he's asking questions. So in Virgo, it's about the here and now, and Neptune is about the dreams. So the dreams about the here and now. So there's questioning of your dreams, questioning of the direction of where your dreams are going. What are your dreams? Are some of them done? Are some of them going into a new direction? So there's some questioning that's coming up with that and wanting to balance out, because the Justice card is the Libra card. So there is this also with Venus coming through. So Venus is relationships. What is going on with relationships for you, Gemini? Are you balancing out those relationships, or is there a lot of questioning, or are you in dreamland about the relationships and thinking, oh, everything's going to be fine in your la 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 la? But there is this energy that's coming in that has you have to look at some of the relationships in your life right now, and what is going on within the relationships, and are they satisfactory? Are they doing, is it just one-sided? Are the relationships just one-sided? You give, and you're getting nothing in return, and that's frustrating you. And So I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that I focus on will grow. I'll focus on what will grow. So there you go. Be unapologetic for what will grow in your garden. Be unapologetic. This is what I want to focus on because I know this is right for me. And you might be finding that there's a lot of things in your life that need to be rebalanced because they're not giving you what you want. So honoring that. Okay. All right, Geminis, let's go on to Cancer. Here we go, Cancers. Whoa! Two of Swords reversed. So yearning, there's a yearning there. You can walk away from this. You can move away from this, but there's are you seeing everything as clearly as you can? A little bit of watery because I know there's a lot of emotion today and with that moon in Pisces, so there's a lot of oceanic energy there. But there is, maybe you're questioning some dreams that have never come to fruition, and it's something that you've always dreamt about, but maybe it's time to just let those dreams go. They're just done, and you're continually hanging on to them, and they're not doing you any good. And there's other things that might be coming in that you've been pursuing that need your attention, but I feel like it's more of the Four of Cups, and you don't want those things. But they're going to be something that's more beneficial for you in the long run, instead of blocking. So there's some blocking there you're doing. So what does the universe have to say? Ooh, we got two cards for you. The presence of love will always cast out fear. And when I lean towards love, I am led. So a lot to do with love this week, trusting that, leaning towards what is going to give me my highest good. And sometimes that you're leaning into that love and going towards what is your highest good, even though it might be feeling like it's a rocky road to go up there. It looks like a lot of work, but you have the perseverance to do it. So honor yourself with that and go forward with it. Leos, Leo. So I'm getting financials coming in for you, Leo. So being able to watch your finances. And I know with that Mercury opposite Neptune is not really a good time for financial decisions. We also have a square that's coming up, but with all the retrogrades that are happening too. And this is opposite you. So you got to think that when there might not be anything in your sign at this time, but opposite you right now is Aquarius, and you have Jupiter and Saturn over there. Saturn is making a trine over to Venus early this morning, and then we have that Jupiter energy, and a lot of things were activated. So this might have been a really big weekend for you, and you might be feeling a little bit exhausted this week. So it's going to take you a little bit to get going during this week and feeling, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready. I'm activated. I'm ready to get going. So you might have been feeling like this full moon really could have hit you pretty hard because of it, and because it being on Regulus. Plus we have other major fixed stars being activated today. So you being your planet is the sun, and the sun is the star. So I feel like with all of that activation, there's a lot of activation happening for you, and just that feeling of tired. So taking some time with that. Got the Three of Wands. So direction, taking some time and looking at the new direction or a direction. Doesn't necessarily have to be a new direction, but a direction on where you want to set forth. Now, threes are very, they're the triangles. So there's you and where you want to go and how you want to get there. So there's this triangle of energy that's coming in, and looking at that passion of where you want to go forth. So there's you, where you want to go and how you want to do it. But there's a lot there. There's a lot there. Christine, the old time you're exhausted. So it's going to take you a little bit to get going this week, because there's a lot of energy and activation that happened over the weekend. Take some time to do some journaling, definitely. Looking at that direction. And you might not have all the steps yet. You might not have all the steps. Sun just went into Virgo. It's not having the whole clarity on where exactly some of the steps and direction you want to go into. So just honor yourself with that this week. It's a little bit, there's a lot. There's a lot going on there for you, Virgo. And the sun is going to be moving in towards that hammer of Thor with that Neptune and Pluto coming in. So there's this energy of the hammer of Thor coming in too. So all right, let's go to Virgo. Virgo, you have a lot going on, man. So we have the sun just came in, and it's like the sun is shining. We have Mercury there. He's opposite Neptune. There is like, okay, I want to get things done, but you might be finding yourself drifting off, daydreaming a lot today. So Virgos, this is like, okay, the sun just came in and it's highlighting everything that needs to be done. It's like this spotlight just came in the door, and it's like, look at all of this. And you're like, oh my God, I don't want to look at all of that. That's just too much stuff to look at. It's just like, what am I going to do? Because, Neptune's saying, well, we can go into the dream world. And here comes, no, there's things that we have to do. And Mars is like, I need the details. We need the details. And Mercury's slowing down as he's getting closer to Libra. He's still he's still very active on the chart. I mean, he's a plus 12. So he's very active. There's a lot of activation that's happening in the chart. But it's to strategize. There's this taking that time, because you're going to discover the outcome, but it may not be this week, may not even be next week. There might even be news that you receive that you didn't want to receive, because Mercury's picking up on things. Neptune over there, and the moon's over there, and we have Pallas Athena. Pallas Athena is just, right there, about a degree or so from Neptune. So she's opposite there too. And Athena's like, I need the details of this all. And Mercury's like, yeah, well, I'll give it to you when I'm ready to give it to you. So, and Pallas Athena is this, she's a warrior. She doesn't like being in Pisces because she can't move. She doesn't always get her thoughts as clear as she wants to. And I think Mercury can kind of play on that to his advantage. So there might be somebody who wants to play on you to get advantage of, or misrepresent some of the truths that are coming in for you. So just to be aware of it, information is coming in. Things are moving really, really, really fast for you, Virgos. And it's, at that pace, maybe you do need to take a breath. You got to look at what feels right. And because if you're spinning, if you're like, it's like, as I put here, the rudderless ship that frees you to go in where you want to go. But I don't want you just to be drifting out to sea. That's the thing. You don't want to be drifting out to sea, Virgos. So be very careful about that this week. A little bit of a crazy, little bit of ruthlessness I feel coming in for you, Virgos. Honor yourself. There's a lot. I mean, the sun coming in there is really going to get you to highlight and look at things. So true feelings occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. So honor, like, that's the thing. You might be triggered today or this week. What's triggering you? What's triggering you? And there is a little bit of mental exhaustion. It's a little bit of a psychological energy that's coming in for you this week. Try and not to over process it. Take a little bit of a step back. Okay, Libras, here we come. We have Venus in there. She's looking over at Saturn, and then she's looking over at Neptune. She's there. She's in her home, she's in her home sign. She's feeling pretty good. She's glad she's out of Virgo. She doesn't like Virgo very much because she has to do stuff and get her nails dirty. So here it is that she's kind of cleaning up a bit. And this is where it's looking at some of the things that need to be done there. She hasn't been in Libra for about 18 months or so. So she's got some shit to do, you know? Maybe some things have been left undone. And she's on looking at the Venetian way of doing things. So this is really following into her flow, following into where she needs to go. I'm seeing Venus in a very flowy, kind of purplish dress. And she's out there and she's like this energy of this beautiful flowing color. Color purple keeps coming in. So there is a wanting to move things. This is awakening. This is shifting. This is like getting up there. And she's like yeah, sitting, like having her coffee. What do I need to do? What is, the stars imply that you might do a lot better the second time around. So it's like looking at maybe there's some things that you want to try again, places that you might want to go. So this is looking at there's something that's hidden there for you Libras, and I feel like there's not all the answers are there, and she's getting very curious on wanting to know about a relationship. And I feel like something just doesn't feel right. Something feels kind of off for you, and it's not fitting right. So something isn't fitting right for you. And so you have to follow your intuition. Something's blocking that intuition for you. And it just doesn't feel right. So there's something that's blocking them. And I know with Venus in there, they're trying to Saturn, but Saturn's retrograde. So this is looking at romantic couples, could be professional, like somebody's very close to you, Venus, and to Libra. So somebody is very close, a closeness with you, but it doesn't feel right. So there's something to do with some kind of betrayal or something coming in for Libras, for you to be aware of that. And once you're aware, then you can work on it or fix it. And then there's room to negotiate and reevaluate. Is this really the relationship I really want to go and continue on about? Or am I ready to release it? Right? So this is really looking at where you want to go, Libras, because there's just something that doesn't feel right. And there could be some kind of betrayal that's coming in for you. But the thing is, once you know, then you can work on it. Say, okay, you know what? Let's discuss this. Let's talk about it. Because maybe the other person was afraid to say anything or didn't want to hurt you. but you might be really struck by it quite hard. So I find deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. So go into the discomfort right now so that you can heal what needs to be healed within the relationships that are coming in, or the ones that you're already in. There you go. Scorpios. Scorpios. So Uranus has gone retrograde. It's opposite you. So this is where I would say to the Scorpios, where's your sun? Where's the sun? What else do you have in your Scorpio house? Because with Uranus going backwards, like the forward motion of doing something this isn't the forward motion. This is where it's like beginning to unearth some truths, and you're seeing them. And the thing is, Scorpio, either you tell the truths of what you're being seen, or you can wait for later, and hold it in your back pocket for some other time. How scorpionic is that? But there's things that with this Uranus energy, it's like you might have suspected it. Now it's being revealed. And you may not do anything. You might even hold on to it because more information is going to come in about a secret or about something that's being revealed. And then you're going to say, okay, that's fine. I'm going to hang on to it and maybe use it later on in October or something at that time. So there is also for you coming in where there's a path opening up for career or transitions that are coming forward too. So that could be that you see something that's being revealed, because the Taurus energy wants to build a bridge. Scorpio is like, yeah, I'll build a bridge maybe, or I might blow it up. But this is where it's like, no, there's some bridges that need to be built for you to come into a transition, but you're also keeping your eye on something that's being revealed. And as it's being revealed, you might want to respond to that. You might want to be active about the information. Now, if it's about a career, then there could be information coming in for a opportunity for you for a career. You might see, I've noticed somebody screwed up, and that's your time to move in to advance with what you are wanting to do in your career. Or it could be, yeah, I feel like it's more of a career thing than anything, not so much personal. But you're noticing a lot of deceit. So something is being deceitful, you're seeing it deceiving, and with that deceitfulness, what is it that is being revealed to you? And your energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. So look at what you're focusing on. If don't stick into that negativity, don't stick into the negative part, but take a look at what is being revealed. I feel part of it you might let out, and some of it you might keep, because you're wanting to build build this bridge to bring in some transitioning energy of to make your move. So this is, you're wanting to make your move into a new direction. You're ready to make that move into a new direction. Watch what's going on around you and make sure that you're not being deceived. It's not good. It's not, just saying, people, if you work with Scorpios, don't be deceitful to them. They'd rather you be honest that you made a mistake than you try and fuck with them, because Scorpios can be Scorpios can be very deceitful. deceitful, not deceitful, revengeful. Maybe that's it. And that doesn't mean in a negative way. You could be revengeful where it's like, you know what? If that's really what you think about me, watch how good I am. Watch how great I can be. And it's like that kind of thing I feel is more coming in for Scorpios. It's not the revengeful that you want to get them, you want to get them good. It's this where you're getting the information and you're like, oh, really? You really think that of me? Well, let me prove you wrong. Let me show you how beautiful and great I am. And I will transition to where and build what I want. And you can't stop me. That kind of energy is coming in for Scorpio. Capricorn. I kind of feel sorry for you guys, Capricorns. I really do. You guys are going through a lot of shit in your life. For most Capricorns, I think because that Pluto retrograde, sticking to your spiritual self and your truth is very important. I think when Capricorns come into that, they are so talented and gifted. I mean, there's a gifting to them. There is because they don't do anything reckless, but you are not used to how steadily things are pushing you along the path. So things are really pushing you to really go into a new direction. And this is like, you're a goat and somebody's trying to push you onto the next ledge and you're just like, hang on, I'm not, I gotta get going. So you don't just do things, half cocked. And this is where, with Pluto being there, and for some of you, looking at where Uranus and Neptune are in your chart, along with your sun, depending on what year you're born, it would be interesting to see how Pluto is hitting them, because if Pluto's hitting your Uranus right now, I mean, you're going through a lot of transitions and new things happening for you. If it's hitting your Neptune, it's like, wanting new dreams, new realities coming in. But maybe with Pluto being retrograde, you're just seeing things for the first time, or things are being revealed for you. You're finally trying to make sense of the world around you. And with your sun there, it's like highlighting it, wanting to highlight the goodness. And I feel like this is a week of looking at all of that. I mean, Pluto is coming up to we have that Eris square coming up this week or this month. Again, I mean, that it's intense. It's bringing in, more. The thing is with Capricorns, there's like, Capricorns always have two roads, right? So Capricorns have these two roads, and the one road can be that they can go on and they can create something very fabulous for their life. The other road, they can create some fabulous things for their road, but they're going to do it in a very seedy, underhanded way. And they're going to be thorough on covering up their tracks, so they think. So those are the two roads with Capricorn. And right now, it is like looking at you going forward, but might be being pushed. And the stakes are high, yet you are never felt more in control. So I kind of get a mad scientist coming in with the Capricorn. So be careful, because you might feel like, yes, I'm in control. I'm ha 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 ha. Or you could have that real, like, yeah, you know what? This is going, I'm finally grasping where the direction I need to go into. So there is that, there is the two of them kind of coming in. So it's like a split personality. The wheels are changing for you. Your world is changing. How do you want it to change? In what direction do you want it to start to move into? And this is where it's like things are going to happen very quickly for you. Go with that flow. Allow yourself to go with the flow, because once you hit the top there, you're going to be feeling fabulous. So stick with that and stick to being true to you and the truth. Stick to the truth. Aquarius. Wow. You too have probably had some crazy weekend with that full moon. And that moon, I mean, this has been the last 30 days. You've had the new moon at the beginning of the Leo season, then or the full moon, and then when the new moon hit was at 15 degrees, which is kind of in between the Leo, in between Jupiter and Saturn, and then this one activated the Saturn energy, and then that fullness, and then then it was like it's like a lot was being coming up for you, being revealed on where you want it to go and the directions that you want it to go into. But with the Venus in Libra and Saturn there, this is increasing. There could be a popularity that's increasing, makes your name out there. Everybody, it's on, this is, I feel the exhaustion, but I feel like there's like, yeah, look at this. It's like that really good feeling you get after you've exercised and you've hit a point and you did some art and you're wow, look at what I did, and you're just at that fabulous point and you're shining, you're ready to, like, that Saturn says, okay, you're getting it organized. Jupiter got activated. It says, here I am. The moon highlighted it, and you're just like, this is going to be good. This is going to be a good week. And you have a lot to, think about, a lot to look at this week. And with that gives you sort of an advantage to, okay, what is the direction I really want to go into? What does that feel like? How am I moving ahead? We do, this is, you got to take that time, because I mean, it's reversed. So the 8 of Wands is reversed. I know you can't reverse an 8. But it's looking at, maybe there's so much that happened that you're just like, whoa, I really have to take the time and put it together. And take the time of looking at where I want to go and the directions I want to do. This is, you might have had a few bumps on the road the last several weeks, but that's okay. It's getting you to reroute, to really relook at a lot of things that you need to look at. And the universe works fast when I'm having fun. So have a little bit of fun with this week. Things are coming in quite quickly. Happiness is your birthright. That's the card that was stuck to the bottom. These cards are kind of thick, so sometimes I don't realize that there's 2 cards with them. I think for you, it's really looking at the direction and celebrating what you need to celebrate. And I feel like there's almost a job well done, but there's an exhilaration of exhaustion there. That's what I'm going to call it, an exhilaration of exhaustion for the Aquarius. So there you go. Let's go look at Pisces. What's going on with you, Pisces? Oh, okay. Got the moon there. Neptune, Mercury opposition. Okay, we got the King of Cups. So we're starting off with a watery energy. So there's information there. And in your gut, you think, don't you guys get it? Don't you guys get it? And that's the thing. It's like you just think people should just read it and get it, or it's like the writing's on the wall, you can't see it, and it's frustrating you. So there's a frustration that's coming in, because the king when he's reversed, he gets frustrated. He's a very intuitive man. He goes with his intuition. He goes with what he knows. And it's trusting his intuition, yet he's feeling maybe overwhelmed, and that could be with that Mercury coming in, because Mercury comes in strong. He's very powerful right now. Neptune is retrograde, and there's Pallas Athena there in so she's kind of like, being I feel Pallas Athena's being a little bitchy right now. She's being having a little bit of a bitch fest. She's by Neptune, and she's like, and Neptune being in Pisces has been bringing out a lot of information and trying to get people to see the information. He also brings out a lot of propaganda and things like that when he's in the sign. Where he's positioned now is when the American Revolution started. And Pallas Athena, being that warrior, is there also. And she's looking at things. Is that direction that we want to go to? Do we have all the information? No, not all the information might be coming through as clear as you'd want it to come through. Mars is there opposite. Now we got the sun that is making a huge shine there. And because it's in Virgo, so there's this energy that's coming in there of things that you need to address. And sometimes you're going to have to explain things to people, but you don't want to continually explaining things to people. You're tired of it. You're tired. You're just like, well, just read it. You'll understand it. But not everybody's understanding what's being written. So that's a frustrating thing for you, because you are the media. When you rule media. So being there, so things coming through the water waves and through the ocean, maybe it's just too muffled for people to hear it, or maybe they're just not ready to hear it. So this is where you have to take the time to explain it, or explaining yourself, and that can be very frustrating for you. Now, with that Mercury opposition, it is where, being aware of with that, with the information that you're trying to get out there. So prayer, key is prayer, is to forget what I think I need. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. So you might think you might need it in a certain way, and you need to let that go. Things aren't as clear as they should be, and there really is room for some improvement there, and you got to just let some things go, because you're wanting it all to be done in a certain direction, and you're getting overly frustrated of it, and it's getting you to kind of spin all over the place. And I feel like it's just too much overwhelming emotions. I got to pull another card into it. Yeah, well, so now and I've shuffled these. So you have the five, or the seven of swords reversed. So clarity is going to come when you let things go and you don't try and control it all. So the clarity will come when you let it all go. And don't try and be like a thief in the night and run away from it, but it's facing things head on, Pisces, and saying, okay, some things are done. I'm done with certain things. I'm done. And even you might be, being said, can't you see the writing on the wall? You're done with this. And you're like, oh, I didn't know that's what that meant. So allow yourself to move with the flow and move with that energy, and not overthink everything as you go forward this week. A little bit of frustration for you this week, I know, but you'll be fine. You'll be right as rain as things go forward. So why a week makes us weak? We need to flip we to me and overstand we all to be lied, to stay natural, stay, you work that out. Wow. Sisters, drop a gem. I got you. Okay. Hope I read that right. But it is an intense week this week. If things get overly intense, I would just back away from it. If you can't do anything about it, just give it up to God. Give it up to the goddess. Just give it up. Um, if you can do something, then definitely do something about it. But if you can't, I would just, move back away. The week is bringing in some cray cray, but it's, I've been, as we go through the next month and a half, it is going to get a little bit more intense with the energies and transitions. We have that Venus retrograde, which is an 84-year cycle that it's hitting. So 84 years ago, we were going through the beginning of World War II, the Dust Bowls, people losing their farms, um, drought, things like that, during the 30s and early 40s. So we're going through some transitions and we're moving things and we're shifting things. There is the energy of change when it comes to leadership. So there's leadership change that's coming in, and for many. And that could be leadership, that could be a boss, that could be maybe you're taking a different role as a leader in your community or in your house. So there's shifting of roles that are coming in, and sometimes that can be very frustrating and overwhelming because we don't want to take those shifts. So honor yourself through that and through those changes that are coming in, and know that we all signed up for this shit. So we're here for a purpose, and know that there's also people around you that you can reach out and they will say yes. So there's a yes of service. A lot of people, because of the Aquarius energy and the Virgo energy, those are very much of service and wanting to be of service to you. So ask for help if you need the help. It's there. And don't just send them, send them a gift if they actually come in and help you. Don't just send like a little thank you with a heart emoji. Maybe you send them a little gift or something in the mail. It's always nice to receive a nice little something, in the mail. So sending you guys out so much love. Hopefully this all made sense to you for your sun sign horoscopes. Haven't done this for a while, for a few months. And I just felt like I had to do it today. So have a blessed one, and we will talk to you later. And check out all my stuff that's on the bottom there going on. We got Journey Club, we got Chakra Workshop, we got meditation starting up next week, a new one, the Buddha Jesus one. So if you want to join me, get a hold of me through the gurumama@gmail.com, or you can register on my website. And there's always payment plans available to you. So have a blessed one, and we will talk to you soon. So blessed be everybody. Happy Monday. Bye-bye.